Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Mayhem. I got myself and my battle buddy, Bearded Chief, here tonight. Chief, always a pleasure to have you here, sir. We kind of had to wing it last week without Jan. Hopefully, family is doing good. And if you could, Chief, show off that glorious new cut that you got on your beard. There we go. Look at that, everybody. We got Kratos in the house, or should I say, well, I won't ruin it. I got something coming here shortly. But anyway, Chief looking good. As you all probably see, we are missing our third person tonight. Unfortunately, Bishop is not able to get on. He's having internet connection problems. So, with that being said, we got to have a third person, right, Chief?
Who
And
might that be?
we got somebody filling in for Bishop, and we've got the one, the only Dirty Spray J, and he's going to be bringing the heat tonight. But let's start this off, Chief. How was your week? How's it been so far? How you doing?
Woo! Man, I don't even know where to start. Emotional roller coaster. Hopefully the baby's getting better. Met with a specialist today. We haven't heard from the specialist. We were going to go up there, but had to take my daughter to the hospital today. So not really good week, but making little bits of progress. So
Right.
I'll take the little bits of progress any day. And brought my daughter home from the hospital, and we were going to go to Pittsburgh, but I said just go upstairs, just relax, go take a nap, heal.
Right.
So
Right.
she's doing that.
Good to hear. Good to hear, man. What about you, Jay? What's happening with you, brother?
Well, fresh start of the week. Work today. Hopefully off tomorrow. I got some associates that may not be there, so they may call me in. Manager life is never ending, but we shall see. I'm here with my brothers tonight. I appreciate you inviting me to be a guest host.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. My weekend was pretty good. I had another pistol class I had to do Saturday. Once again, no extra holes. Didn't lose any blood. Things went good. Students went out with no band-aids on, no stitches, so everything went good. Besides that, did my other show last night with 30 Spray and Elliot and Sasquatch. We had fun, and Chief came on and visited for a little bit. That was awesome. But today today's my off day. So Mondays are my day off too. So I didn't do a lot, except I had to go get blood today. I had to go get a blood check today. And but everything's been going good. So, but I do want to show this. So Chief, I got a little creative. And right here, I believe. This is Bearded Chief 2.0.
That looks like him.
He is the God of War himself, Chief Toast. So, right there, I believe he's got it going on. What do you think about
send that to me.
What do you think about your portrait, Chief?
Chief Toast.
Chief Toast.
100% full send.
Full send? You like that?
That could be my dad.
Sure. But I had to make something for that glorious beard you have.
I kind of looked like that when I met you at the end of the driveway.
Yeah, you did with the helmet. Yeah.
Safety first.
Exactly. And I would have never guessed it was you without the Viking helmet on at the end of the road with your quad. But I'll tell you what, fellas, why don't we go ahead and say hello to everybody that's showed up. First off, we had Baker. What's going on, Baker?
Top 10 Baker.
We got John Fox. What's going on, John Fox?
Foxy.
We had this guy show up early. That spray guy. Hello. We got Sleigh Bells Mowing. What's happening, Santa? Hope you're staying hydrated, man. He works outside, so hope you're staying hydrated. Keep yourself in shape there. We got the one and only Ronnie Painter. We got Swamp Pixie. What's happening? Jeff Hammond, Mr. Hammond, the distinguished gentleman right there. And we got a rock star in the house. We got Bearded Death. What's going on, Bearded Death? Heck yeah, we got some information about Bearded Death coming up in a moment. Who else do we have here? Scroll's moving kind of fast. We got Copper John Melissa's. What's happening, sister? What's going on? And Chief, we got our favorite guy showing up. Okay. How you doing?
Hello,
Yeah.
sir. Maybe.
Yeah.
Mr. Maker.
Do we call him
True,
Mr.
true.
Maker or should we call him Mr. Troll? Because it looks, from what I've heard, he's been everywhere. But how you doing, Maker? Hope you enjoy the show.
He's not being a bad guy.
No,
So
but never know. Alrighty, who else we got? We got Kilt. What's going on, Kilt Beard Co? What's happening? And who else do we have here? We got Renee. What's happening, Black Manor? How you doing? Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, hope you're feeling much better.
Yeah, let's see. We got Robert Allen. What's going on, Robert Allen?
What's up?
And we got Jessica R. What's going on, Jessica?
Hey.
And we have got Coffee with Brewer. What's going on, Brewer? What's happening? It was so awesome meeting Brewer at Worlds. That was an awesome time. I'm glad I got to meet him. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. We got another member of Elf Team 6. We got Bane Blends. What's going on, Bane Blends?
How was that Navy life treating you out there on that boat, buddy?
Right. Alrighty, who else do we got? I'm gonna just make sure I didn't miss anybody. Let's see here.
Frankie J.
Let me see here. That scroll is moving kind of fast. I'm just getting old, right?
Wah, wah, wah.
We got Flaming Beard. What's going on, Flaming Beard? What's happening, Ricky? Alrighty. Who else do we have? Oh, we got another rock star in here. We got Ray Smokey. What's going on, Ray Smokey? What's happening? We got Bishop. What's going on, Bishop? What's going on, brother?
Hi, Bianca. Was he not here?
I don't know.
Hey, you're supposed to be right here.
I think he said his internet was having problems. He couldn't get, it was too slow. It was lagging too much, but yeah. Mystery Cherry 1 and Mystery Cherry 5 are live. I actually tried 3 new mystery scents, cherry scents from Bane Blends last week, and number 1 and number 5 were my picks, and they are awesome. And he says they are live. So if you can, go check him out. Let's see. We got Pud. What's going on, Pud?
Hey, Pud.
What's happening?
I thought Texas smelled in here.
We got the Elegant Sasquatch. What's going on, Chris? We got Frankie J. What's going on, Frankie J? And we got another rock star in here. We got Finest Mixed Breed. What's going on? Finest Mixed Breed.
Coffee with Brew. That's hilarious.
Let's see. Who else am I missing?
Mr. Dan.
You know, we're gonna have to find out about that one. Yeah, we're gonna have to find out about that.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Right. All right. Looks like we're caught up, fellas. Before we get to let's get to our next one. Tonight, for all of you out there, we will be doing a giveaway of Bearded Death. And it will be a vanilla beard. As you can see, if you guys have not tried this.
Let me do this. Tonight's Monday Mayhem is brought to you by Bearded Death. Vanilla scent beard oil. And there will be a giveaway tonight. Stay tuned.
Very good, spokesman.
Don't take my promos, Santa. Don't take my promos, okay? I'm unpaid for a reason.
Well, you've got to add there, 30 Spray J, that discount code Santa20 gets you 20% off till midnight. So,
yeah. I didn't get all that information.
He's trying.
It's on the ticker, Jay. It's on the ticker.
He's trying.
All right. So, continuing on, we got Tara. She does her show Tuesday night and Friday night. Tune in to True North. We also have She Knows Live with Melissa, and I'll tell you what, you can't miss that show. Melissa does an awesome show. Definitely check her out. Our buddy who is missing the action, kind of, he's in the chat, but Bishop, he is on 7 p.m. Saturday nights. I do not know who his guest is, but He'll have his show. Once again, Chief, the Trace Amigo show on Thursday night. Who do we have, Chief? Do you remember?
Dude, I haven't even been in the messages for
Right.
10 days or so.
Well, all I know is we have somebody really good. Very cool. Santa Tom always has awesome guests on, so yeah.
We're horrible.
So, yeah, we are. After us, we got the Beer Respect.
Wait.
Yep.
It was a dropout. It was supposed to be no BS reviews, Matt.
Okay.
But we have to fill it in. So yeah.
Somebody cool. He'll get somebody cool. Yeah. We got the Beer Respect Thursday nights right after the Trace Amigos show. Also, so it goes Trace Amigos, it goes Melissa, and then it goes the Beer Respect. So check out all three of those awesome shows on Thursday night. And then myself, 30 Spray J, and the Elegant Sasquatch, we've got the Suplex Syndicate. Come and check that out. Awesome show. And after the Suplex Syndicate at 7 o'clock, you have What's the Crack? And I believe that starts at 8:30. Is that correct, Jay? 8:30, I believe. Is it correct? Yeah. So definitely check all those out. And before we get started with our guest, fellas, what's in your beard today?
Well, of course, vanilla. And I like to, change things up a little bit. And this vanilla is one that you can pair with almost anything. So I grabbed some liquid butter Dubai from Flaming Beard and mixed a little bit of that in there with it. Oh, so good. So good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What about you, Jay? What you got in the beard today?
Well, I do have also some Bearded Death vanilla. Trying that out. Mixed with a little bit of House of Wolves by True North Beard Co. And you also got to ask 30 Spray J what's on the skin, because I'm a fragrance guy, and you got to know that I have that Mastermind on by Flaming Beards.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, guys, I've got Cherry Bomb by Flaming Beard in, and you guys know how I am a total cherry fiend. I got to tell you, the Cherry Bomb by Flaming Beard is probably in my top 3 of all cherry scents. It's kind of a golden standard to me. And if you guys have not checked out Flaming Beard, check them out. Get some stuff from Ronnie and Ricky. What a great bear. Dubai is unbelievably good. One of my favorites, but check Flaming Beard out. Check them out, order some stuff. Great people. They make awesome stuff. And make sure when you buy the oil, buy the gold edition, right? It's called the Boulder Black Edition. It's got the
activated charcoal.
The activated charcoal in it. It's like $2 more. It is fantastic. It will make your beard feel amazing. So let's give some support to Flaming Beard, and let's get some support to Bearded Death. So, fellas, are you excited for our guest that we got on tonight?
I am very excited.
Are you excited? Well, I did a little reel for our guest. So without further ado, we're going to do this. Alrighty, folks. Let's welcome MELINA Michelle. Hello, MELINA.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
Hi. Thank you for having me. I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Doing awesome.
Great.
Doing awesome. Thanks for coming on. And it's so awesome to have you on here. I know everybody in the chat probably heard me talking when I got back from West Virginia. MELINA was one of the pinup girls that was competing, and you actually won the competition, if I remember correct.
I am Miss Mountain Mama 2025.
So she won it, and it was awesome. I got to talk to her, and I got to take some pictures with her, and it blew my mind because I've never seen a pinup girl contest. And going to this beard battle, I was like, they're like, oh, they're doing a pinup girl. I'm like, what? And it was so cool to watch you all. So I'll tell you what, why don't you kind of give us a rundown of, like, because a lot of people probably don't realize how much time, effort, and dedication that everybody that does the pinup girl stuff takes. I mean, beards are easy, right? I can wake up in the morning, Chief can wake up in the morning, I can put beard product in and then brush it and go, okay, I'm ready to go, and I can just do my thing, right? But this is like a lot. I mean, it takes a lot from what I'm understanding. So could you give us your insight on this? Because it's so fascinating.
Absolutely. So first of all, I didn't realize until 2 years ago that this community in this world existed. I've always been a big fan of vintage things. I grew up watching Abbott and Costello, Red Skelton. I kind of lived in, I was born in the 90s, but I kind of lived in the 40s mentally. So
Sure.
when I discovered the pinup community, it was just such a breath of fresh air to meet so many other women who were like-minded like me. And you're right, there is a lot that goes into the pinup community and dressing like this. There really are no like strict rules or guidelines. Pinup is what you make of it. You can go as simple as you want. You can go as all out as you want, like most girls do with the pinup contest, because it's a show. It's essentially, when you're doing a pinup contest, you're putting on a show. So they'll go all out and get the right themed dress, go to the accessories, do the hair and makeup. For me, the success in placing in a pinup contest just comes down to the minute details. So I don't know if you remember from my book, from Miss Mom, I had the apron and I had the moonshine patch on the apron. My friend Pepper at Sharp Florals made me a hair flower and she sewed a moonshine jug into it. Because I mean, Mountain Mama, you're going to be making moonshine in the mountains. So it's a very And the nice thing is you don't have to wear true vintage to do this. It's very hard to find some good conditioned true vintage, especially in particular sizes. So it's what you make of it. And you can just have so much fun and be creative with it. It's a really great time.
Well, I was going to, go ahead, Chief. Go ahead, Chief.
Rockabilly and pinup girls, are they the same or are they different?
I mean, I would say they're the same. I think rockabilly is kind of a different style of pinup. Like when I think rockabilly, I'm thinking more of like the fit girls in the 50s with the kerchiefs in the hair and the cat eye sunglasses and the polka dots. And I know a lot of times when pinup, we think, 1940s, the girls on the B-52 bombers. So, but pinup, most people don't know, actually started back in the Victorian times, and it just kind of evolved through the decades. And I think it just mostly got notoriety in World War II with the girls being painted on the bombers. But if you research the history of it, it actually does go back to the Victorian times and the Edwardian times. So there's some pinup. Of course, it's in that particular style and decade, but you'll find images if you do a search for it that it's out there.
Right. So I know like in anime, let's say there's people that are custom tailors that make costumes for people. Are there people that you can get a hold of me like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Can you make this for me? Or do you make a lot of your own stuff? Like, how does that come?
The answer is yes to both. So there's a lot of great companies out there, a lot of great women-owned businesses. Like I'm wearing this top tonight by Lady Splendor Clothing. You should follow her on Instagram. I've given her way too much of my money. I've literally told her, just keep my credit card on file. So there's a lot of great companies out there that make that's a Lady Splendor dress right there. Is absolutely one of my favorites. That they just make great reproduction clothing of 50s and 40s and other vintage styles. I myself, I am actually a seamstress. I took costume design in college as part of my theater program, so I do know how to make my own stuff, and often I do. The white dress in my reel that you showed is actually one that I made for one of my pinup contests, and cute little 50s swing dress. And the concept behind that dress is I made it after my favorite Corvette, which is the 1953, the very first one they ever came out. By the way, I'm a GM product specialist on the road sometimes, so like I know all things Chevy. So, my favorite Corvette is a 1953. They only made 300 of these, and it came with a white body in polo white, and it had a red leather interior.
Yes.
So I had the red petticoat. I did the red inset. I actually went out and got a racing flag emblem. It wasn't the 53, but it was still in the C1 generation. And I sewed that into my flower crown. And that was actually the first pinup contest that I ever won, was Miss Rats at the Beaver Turkey edition in Daytona back in 2020.
Awesome.
So yeah.
That's very cool. Very cool. Yeah. So not only, so from what I gather, it's not only about the look, but it seems like I was watching there, it's all about the style too, right? Of the attitude, the demeanor. Because there was a question session too, and being able to answer questions and you know, walking a certain way and stuff. So there is a lot of dedication that goes into this to present yourself on stage. Yeah.
Absolutely. I would say, like, for anyone who wants to do a pinup contest and asks like how to prepare, like preparing that walk and prepare the question and answer, you got to just start with what you know, and you know you. So just be yourself, because whenever you're going up into a pinup contest, that's what the judges want to see. They just want to see who you are. And that's why there is a question and answer session, and you're given a random question to learn more about you, and about your personality. And as for like the strut and the walk, I just have fun with it. I've been performing all my life. Like, my mom put me in singing and piano lessons when I was 4 years old. So I don't really know any other way other than get up on a stage and put on a show. So that's just, it's ingrained in me since childhood.
Right. I did notice that there were a couple of the ladies that were doing the pinup competition that they actually did after the competition. They did enter the Whiskerina competition at Ghent. Have you ever thought about when you're entering a Whiskerina one too, or?
I haven't really had an opportunity to, up until the time I went to Ghent, because that was my first time with any exposure to the beard community. It's not really a thing down here in Florida. It's more alligators and swamp. So, but
Right.
I am planning on coming back for next year's competition. I'd love to support the next group of ladies that go up there for the titles. So who knows? I might try it next year, maybe do something creative. I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. But I figure, hey, might as well, while I'm up there, give something new a try.
Yeah.
Hey, Santa, how cool would it be if the girls came up to Buckeye Beard Battle and just hung out and did a little comp there?
Yeah. We can definitely make that happen. We know the guy who's running it, so if they're, we'll
get in
something
touch
going.
with me. My pinup club. I'm part of Pinups and Pumps. I'm the Florida chapter president. I'm the new national chapter president. So Pinups and Pumps can definitely make that happen.
Right. That'd be really fun to see. Yeah. So let me ask you this. What would you tell somebody if she was like, I want to get into pinup girl, but I don't know where to start? Like, where's a good start? Like, how does one start their journey into being a pinup?
Oh gosh. Well, for starters, I would say just be yourself, because that's what the community wants. They just want to see who you are as a person, and they want to love you for it. In terms of, getting the attire for it, I always say, please don't put yourself in debt over any of this, because some of this can be very expensive. Poshmark is your friend. I get a lot of stuff secondhand. But yeah, just be yourself, be kind to everybody. I also happen to have a YouTube show myself. It's a little one that I run with my friend Pepper called Bat for Sashes. So it's kind of, if you've never done a pinup contest before and you don't know where to start, we kind of walk you through like choosing your pinup name, contest etiquette, contest style. So if you just search YouTube, it's also on my channel, Melina Michelle Pinup. So search Bat for Sashes. We've got that little show going. So yeah, don't put yourself in debt. Be yourself. Watch our show, and just have fun. This is all about having fun. Like, some people take this way too seriously, and it's just meant to be fun and have a good time. We have we love our vintage aesthetic, and it's is just some of the most amazing people that I've ever met. So just come on down, say hi to us, and anyone can sit at our table.
Nice. We do have a question. Melissa from Copper Johns wants to know, do you have a bearded husband?
Do I have a bearded husband? I don't have a bearded husband. I have a goateed husband.
Same thing. There we go. Yeah.
I got a question.
Sure.
You ever seen Stallone in the movie Over the Top where he takes his hat and he turns it around and he becomes somebody else when he gets ready to arm wrestle?
I don't think I've seen that one. No.
He turns his hat around and he turns it on and he gets in it. So when you put the outfit on, do you change your persona and your voice and the way you walk? Do you just, you're totally natural with it?
I don't know, because for me, it feels natural. But some of my pinup girls who have shared a stage with me, they say that from the minute I step on stage, there's a switch and I'm just automatically in showgirl mode.
There you go.
And it's just so natural. And I mean, again, for me, it's natural, but they don't understand like how I do it. But for me, like I have a theater degree. I've been performing professionally for the past 15 years. So when somebody asks me, how do you do it? I literally just don't know, because I just do it. So
natural. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So Copper John's Melissa says, hey, and so the reason I need to explain why she wanted to ask if you have a bearded husband is she runs a show, and it's usually ladies that have husbands that have facial hair, and she does a show. So they talk about, all sorts of stuff. So it wasn't her trying to be weird. It was just she does a show.
No, not at all. I appreciated the interesting questions. Speaking of interesting questions, somebody asked, what if your car was yellow? And I know exactly, I know exactly who that came from. I know exactly who that is. And I knew they were going to do that tonight. So I can explain what that's all about if you would like me to.
Yeah. Go
okay.
ahead.
So it is kind of a long story, but part of the reason why I got into pinup was because of my best friend, Pepper Sharp. She's also my vice president. She does the Bat for Sasha show with me. And we actually met a few years prior because we did a show that she wrote at the Orlando International Fringe Theater Festival. And we had this guy in the lead role. Long story short, he was a train wreck. And we booted him out 2 days before, found a replacement who ate a script and knew the whole show within 48 hours, and the show was a success. Anyway, the final straw was when we were running the show and he just stops and he says, you know what? I had a thought for a minute. Like, what if my car was yellow? And we were all just like, what if he does this on opening night? So it's just been a running joke with me and Pepper for anytime something weird happens or just out of the blue, we'll just kind of be like, hey, what if my car was yellow? Just to see who cracks.
Kind of like our wind chimes.
So that's what that is all about. But I couldn't not bring attention to it because I saw it out of the corner of my eye and I'm just like, oh, I know who it is. So that's the story behind the yellow car.
There we go. So when you so getting in doing the pinup, so it's outfit, it's obviously hair, and that was the crazy thing is when I saw everybody, I thought it was all your natural hair because I know some of them were wearing different wigs and stuff and all that, and it was crazy. But it's the hair, it's the makeup. So tying into kind of what we do with the beard oil stuff, all that, it's probably fragrance too. So when you're getting done up, are you like, okay, with this outfit I'm gonna wear, I've got to wear this fragrance today because it just matches the attitude of this pinup persona that I'm wearing?
I think so. I mean, if I'm feeling sassy, I might pick a little bit more of a spicier, more poignant scent. But most times I kind of go for the sweet, all-American, bubblegum, pretty in pink type of thing. So I had, it's from Lush Cosmetics, the Snow Fairy spray that they sell over Christmas time. It literally smells like pretty much my goat.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think I lost the connection
Well, Santa,
there.
you
Yeah.
took the
Okay.
words out of my mouth. Yeah, you're good.
We got you back. Yep, we got you back. Yep.
Yeah, you took
Okay,
that
okay,
question
okay, good.
because I wanted to ask her, because the scents back in the day were a lot different. Do they try to match the time period with the scent, or do they go with a modern scent when they're in character?
I mean, honestly, I don't think we really focus too much on scent. I mean, maybe some girls do. You know, there are some collectors out there that do search for like vintage cosmetics and, you know, what they would have used back in the day. But I think that's probably a more niche aspect of the community. I think for the most part, the girls focus more on the dresses, the accessories, the hair, and the makeup. And then doing the contest. So scent doesn't really play a major role into it, but I'm sure there's girls out there that do and look for those sort of things. In fact, I know there are, but for the ones I've encountered, that's not really the focus point.
Right. Well, you know, there are a lot of small batch men's grooming companies now that are making ladies perfumes and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of them that are. Yep. There's a lot of small batch companies, beard companies now that are making women's products, making perfumes and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so there's some cool ones doing that now. Yep.
Yeah, I'd love to check that out.
Yeah, there's a couple of them, and if any of them are in the chat room, any of you makers in the chat room, if you're doing women's products, put it out in the chat so we can get you out there, because I know a lot of people think, they're just making stuff for guys, but there's a lot of them that are making stuff for women, perfumes and body lotions and stuff like that. So there's a lot of cool stuff. And speaking of fragrances, colognes and perfumes, 30 Spray J, he loves fragrance. So Dirty Spray, you got any questions about fragrance, or you want to ask Melina?
Not so much about fragrances. I did notice that the pinup girl categories have been around for quite some time now, all the way, you know, Betty Page being the great, Marilyn Monroe. One of my favorite movies is Gangster Squad with Ryan Gosling and Sean Penn. Is there any kind of categories for, you know, fit, suited, nice 50s men?
Good question.
Oh, you know what? So I went to Viva Las Vegas earlier this year, back in April, and they had their very first zoot suit competition. So it hasn't been so much a big thing, at least on the East Coast, but on the West Coast, the zoot suits are very popular. In fact, Viva Las Vegas, Queen of the Car Show, Senorita Adelita won wearing a zoot suit, and, you know, proudly represented her heritage. So I think you're going to see more of that in the community on the West Coast, but I think it's slowly but surely becoming a thing. So yeah, it's there. It exists.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Next thing you know, we'll see 30 Spray J in a zoot suit doing his thing. Yeah. Yeah, you never know. That'd be kind of cool to have like couples doing it too. You know, like
right.
The thing about that era, and if you're trying to represent the era, is it was a lot of clean shaven, if not maybe 5 o'clock shadow type of guys. The beard's not going nowhere, fellas.
Well, you know what? The nice thing is it's 2025 and anything goes. So you don't need to shave the beard at this point. So I don't think that would dock you any points. So you're good to keep the beard.
Thank you.
Yes.
Jay's gonna be looking all night long now to find a zoot suit that fits him. He's gonna be getting into this. I can see it now.
Watch it.
I've been looking for an outfit for Buckeye Beard Battle 3, and zoot suit might be a good choice. Maybe, me and you would dress the same.
We'll see what I show up in, fellas.
Me and you could be twins.
You never know. But yeah, Buckeye Beer Battle is gonna be fun. Like I said, he's trying to get more Whiskerinas, but I think it'd be cool because the pinup girls already have that like panache to them that it'd be kind of cool to see more pinup girls do the Whiskerina stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think we can make that happen. Like I mentioned before the show, Pinups and Pumps Pennsylvania is doing the Miss Big Whisker contest out in Kentucky. So if anyone's interested in that and is going out to Kentucky, I think October 3rd, you can message Pinups and Pumps Pennsylvania and get signed up for it. I think they're also having, oh God, I can't remember the title, but I think they're doing a top fundraiser title for their charity called the Golden Stash. So whoever raises the most money for their charity that month, who's competing in the contest, will win the Golden Stash title. So you can always win more than one award at a pinup contest because there's usually a queen, first, second, runner-up. I know for my girls in Florida, and I know some of my other chapters are doing it too, we give an award for the person who raises the most money for our charity. Because,
cool.
at the end of the day, yes, we love dressing up. We love the photo shoots, the publications, the crowns and tiaras, but there's so much more to pinup than just all of that. It's about giving back to the community, and that's what my club is all about. We've raised money from everything from hurricane relief to, we're doing the Muscovy Duck Sanctuary of Florida on Saturday. In October, we're doing NORD, the National Organization for Rare Diseases. All our chapters pitch in and pick a charity that they support. And we've got 4 chapters: Florida, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina. And we're always ready to roll up our sleeves and give back to our communities because there's lots of people who need help all over the country.
Right.
Can you speak on the duck charity that you just mentioned?
Absolutely. So that's actually my personal charity for the month of July. So the Muscovy Duck Sanctuary, for those who are watching and don't know what Muscovy ducks are, there are little red-faced ducks that run around Florida. They don't quack. The males hiss and the females chirp. They're actually a tree duck, and they're native. They're actually native to Brazil. They are considered an invasive species, but what most people don't realize is that these ducks actually do a lot of good for our Florida environment. How back in like 92 after Hurricane Andrew, like after the hurricane, the pythons got loose and now there's all these invasive pythons in the Everglades. There's all kinds of invasive species in Florida. We're the Australia of America. We don't know what is out in those swamps. But the ducks do eat some of those invasive species and keep the populations kind of in control. But because they're an invasive species, the Florida Wildlife Commission doesn't really do anything when there's an injured one. So basically, these ducks are kind of left to die, or they're being heavily mistreated. Some veterinarians won't treat them because they're an invasive species. So this wonderful woman out of Riverview, Florida, her name is Gail. She's running the sanctuary out of her backyard. Are these ducks endangered as well? That I don't know. I don't think so, at least not in Florida because they're all over the place. But she's running this out of her backyard in Florida. And her dream someday is to invest in a property so she can build a permanent facility where these ducks can just be treated and cared for and just live out the rest of their lives. Because what a lot of people do sometimes is they'll buy their kid a duck for Easter. And then that duck grows up in about a month and then they don't want it anymore and they just dump it. Well, you've just basically given the duck a death sentence in that way. And same with bunnies too at Easter. You just can't release a domestic animal into the wild. So in conclusion, we are raising money for this sanctuary to help towards building that facility. And also just for the general avian care, because I used to raise ducks myself and it's a lot of work. It's like having a small farm. It's a lot of work. Vet bills are expensive. The food is expensive. So just anything that can help out the sanctuary to stay open. It means a lot to me because raising ducks in general it's just been such a big part of my life. I actually just lost my last duck about a year or so ago. She lived to be 18 years old. I didn't think ducks could live that long.
Wow.
And she was my favorite one. She was a female Muscovy, and her name was Bonkers. So this one just really hits my heart because I miss my Bonkers very much.
Wow.
Right.
So, you know what's funny? Oh, sorry, Santa.
No, go ahead.
You know what's funny? All you guys are based around charities. All your little events and stuff, raising money for charities. The beard community is exactly the same.
I love that.
The event we went to last week, Santa, all three of us went to last week, Worlds, is actually raising money for the hospital my grandson's in right now, which is kind of weird because he wasn't there when we were at Worlds. He just had to show up. And then September, Combat to Kayaks is getting the benefits from that event. So it's really good that you're on the charity side as well as the beard world. So thank you.
Of course, absolutely, and thank you. Thank you.
We do have a question from Melissa from Copper John. She says, "Can Ronnie and I come out and get a pinup girl makeover?" So
yes,
Ronnie. Yeah. So
the answer is yes. Come on down to Florida. I got all the hookups, so we'll get you in touch with our Lady Scarlet Artistry. She is our go-to makeup artist down here. Yeah, I can get you all the hookups. We can get you makeup.
Those two women would make excellent pinups.
Yeah,
absolutely. We got you covered.
That looks like a live episode right there.
Yeah, right. You'd have to go live. Yep.
Film the whole experience. Take the vacation, Melly. Get down there.
We'll put on that for sashes. Yep.
Right. So let me ask you this. So you heard about Chief, myself, and 30 Spray talk about the Worlds competition. It was for the Worlds. Is there a big competition like that for pinup?
There is.
Okay. So what is that like? Have you been to it? Have you?
So yes, there is. It is the Viva Las Vegas Queen of the Car Show. So Viva Las Vegas happens every year at the Orleans Resort. This year was my first year going to it to kind of experience the whole thing. Right. And I did run for the contest. I didn't make it, but that's okay. There's always future years. It's not the end of the world. But it's very difficult to get into because they take 12 women globally. This isn't just across the United States. This is global.
Ooh, okay.
So the judges pick 5. The contestants do a contestant's choice amongst themselves, and then the other 6 get voted in. The voting starts, I think, the early January, ends at end of January. And then the top 6 that receive votes via email make it to the stage. Wow. So that's how we do that contest.
Wow. Best of the best.
Yep. It's there's some women who have been trying for years and haven't made it. Some women get in on their first go, and that's what I always say too. Like with pinup contests, it's kind of a crapshoot. Actually, it really is a crapshoot. You're taking a gamble, like in Las Vegas. And that's why I also tell my pinup girls too, is just you can't take it too seriously, because at the end of the day, yes, we're doing this for charity, so we're trying to make things happen, but getting that crown and getting that sash itself, yes, it's great. It's probably the closest any of us are going to come to walk to feeling like Miss America, but it's not going to change your life. Yeah, but it is fun. And, making the Viva Las Vegas Queen of the Car Show stage is a dream of mine. So I hope someday I make it up there. But if not, it's okay. I'll gladly go every year to support my pinup girls. I'm actually very proud of one in particular, the founder of Pinups and Pumps, Miss Raisin Hell. She
That's
took
a cool
second runner up. Yeah, Raisin. She's great. No,
that's a cool name.
To know her is to love her. She's fabulous. And she took second runner up this year. And so we also took first runner up in the Glamour Ball competition. They also do glamour competitions, vintage swimsuit competitions there. She had this gorgeous dress that belonged to Jane Russell at one point from her private collection, and she let me touch it at one point, and I was just like, I touched a Jane Russell dress, oh my god. But yeah, Raisin Hell, she took second runner up this year, and we're just so stinking proud of her.
Right. Finest Mixed Breed wants to know, I don't know if you answered this, but what got you into doing pinup?
So it all goes back to my best friend Pepper Sharp. We were standing in the kitchen of her roommate's apartment one night, rehearsing for that Fringe show that she wrote. I had met her recently. She had done some modeling for a pinup brand that I was following, and I said to her, this is really cool. I've been thinking about doing pinup myself, and she said, you should. And I said, okay, and I did it. That's literally
it. I just had an idea, Chief. How awesome would it be if Tara, Melissa, Ronnie, and Renee's in Florida, so she's close. If they all came and saw Melina and did a pinup makeover, how awesome would that be?
Dude, that'd be
oh my God, that'd be fabulous.
That would be super cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Because I mean, when you look at pinup and you look at the beard stuff, it's almost like it goes hand in hand, right?
Absolutely.
Similar people, like mindsets, everybody working towards charities. That would be fantastic. And you know what? We need to make something happen. We need to make something happen. Yeah.
I got it.
Chief's already got it. So yep.
If you get a hold of all these ladies in the beard community, Melissa's show, they could all go on there and do a pinup, and you could be the judge of who's the best pinup on the panel.
There we go. Yeah. We can make that happen.
Yeah.
Someone said, hey, they need to come to Sizzlin' Summer.
What is Sizzlin' Summer?
So that's that is the event that we have coming up this Saturday at 4 p.m. at Little Indies on Mills Avenue in Orlando. So if any of them are in Florida and want to come by and check out our pinup contest and help us raise some money for ducks, that would be a good opportunity to do it.
Right. And I almost left out one. Yes, mixed breed. Frack. She would be awesome to have come down. And I believe
so awesome.
They live in Florida too, right? Frack lives in Florida too, I believe. So yeah, there's a lot of cool ladies in the beard community that live in Florida or around Florida. So yeah, that would be really cool. Heck yeah.
That would be awesome. Tell them to get a hold of me through the Pinups and Pumps Facebook. They can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and we can get in touch.
Heck yeah, that would be.
Would you watch that? I would watch that.
I would watch that. Yeah.
If all the women in the bearded community got on and you were like hosting the show.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I would watch that. That'd be fun.
It'd be a great time.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. No, that'd be awesome. I think that's awesome because, like I said, there's so many like-minded people in both the pinup and the bearding community that it would cross over. I mean, I had a ton of fun. Watching. And so let me ask you this. So you were there for the beard competition.
Yes.
What kind of beards do you like? Because I know you saw a company. Do you like the longer beards, the shorter beards, the sculpted? Like when you were there, what kind of, like when you were there looking at everybody's beards and what did you go, wow, that kind of blows my mind that beard, or what did you like?
I think the long ones fascinate me the most because it must take an insane amount of time to grow that out. I can't even grow my hair out that long, so I can't imagine a beard growing out that long too. So I think the ones that were like the longest were like, whoa, how long did that take?
Right.
What did we do?
Well, I only got 4 inches taken off. Chief got like how many inches taken up? Yeah, like a foot taken off.
But that's healthy though, because I don't know if it's the same for beards, but at least for women, we get the dead ends and then the hair gets frizzy, so you kind of have to trim it short to let it grow out, and then you trim it. It's kind of like a yo-yo thing, in my opinion.
Right. So speaking of that, who was your biggest influence? Like if you could say I modeled myself or my biggest influence, which pinup girl was your influence? Like,
so this is a two-parter.
Sure.
So wardrobe wise, Marilyn Monroe has definitely been kind of my influence on my style, because she had a very classic, timeless look that was feminine, but it was sexy, and still sophisticated. But my pinup personality and persona is really modeled after Betty Boop.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's a reason behind that. So part of my journey as a professional performer. So studios, where I was lucky enough to, in Orlando, when we're a character, we say we're friends with the character, but I really portrayed Betty Boop in the parks.
Wow.
I was in Orlando for
Ooh.
2 years, and then I was in Singapore for 7 months. So
Wow.
she was just a big influence on me as a person. I do miss playing her sometimes. Yeah, she's still very much a part of me to this day. Like I find myself like when I automatically, like when I pose, I just go to my boot poses. Like I don't know any other way. It's muscle memory for me now.
Right. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
that like
Tactical Santa used to see him listen to that on the radio.
Yeah.
Listen to Betty Boop on the radio?
Yeah.
Left me alone.
Well, I'm sure she was in the 30s. The voice of Betty Boop was Helen Kane. And I think she was a professional performer, so I'm sure she did some radio at some point.
Right. You know, did you find like all that experience of playing Betty Boop since she was like a pinup? Do you find that gave you a lot, like, so like in the firearms world, when we go practice that, we're called getting reps in, right? So with
Right.
you being in character, getting all those reps in and being in character, do you think that gives you an edge at all these competitions because you're already so used to doing it that it's just free flowing?
I would say so, because it takes a lot of courage, I think, for anyone to get up on stage and just speak in front of a crowd.
Right.
And some people get really horrible stage fright when they do it. But for me, I think just because, I spent my life in music and theatrics and performing, that for me, I don't bat an eye at it. And a lot of girls, at least in Florida, that I've encountered don't have the background that I do. Now, in other places in the country, like California, yes, a lot of those girls are also professional burlesque dancers, actors, performers of some sort. But not so much in Florida that I've discovered. So I do think it does give me a little bit of an advantage because I know just how to prepare and put on that show of who I am at these contests.
Right. So Finest Mixed Breed wants to know, can we get a Betty Boop pose?
Sure, why not? Do you
Right.
want me to stand? I don't know if I can angle the camera or I can just do like the face and do it from this up.
Whatever you want to do.
All right, so I'll just stay here just because I don't want to fuss with the camera and then mess it up. I'm bad with technology, so.
There you go.
There we go. Right there. Yep. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yep. Any questions in the chat, guys? Make sure you ask any questions you want. Chief, any questions for Melina? Any other questions?
Not right now, but I'm sure something will come to me.
What about you, 30 Spray?
I asked all the questions. It's just amazing listening to the stories, and I didn't realize that there was still so much going on in the pinup girl or doll or whatever you want to call it.
It's a big thing, and it's continuously growing and catching on and gaining a lot of momentum. At least it is here in Florida. The scene has really started booming in the past couple of years. I remember, just from 2 years ago when I first started doing this, there weren't that many contests. There was one club around, maybe like 5 contests a year. Now it seems like there's a contest every month, and we're just like, oh my gosh, we can't do them all. So.
I do have a question.
Yes.
I do have a question.
Okay.
All 3 of us and almost everybody in the chats has an ridiculous amount of beard oil, beard butter, beard balm, beard, everything beard. We got a lot. Mm-hmm. Now, your outfits, do you ever wear the same outfit twice? Do you have a lot of outfits?
So I'll answer the second question first. Yes, I have a lot of outfits. And I do cycle through them sometimes. Sometimes it just depends. I wear them once and then I resell them and I just don't wear them ever again.
Okay.
Do I wear the same outfit twice? Yes, I do. Whether I should or I don't think there's a rule against it. And I'm just like, I love this dress. Why would I wear it once and then get rid of it? It's like my favorite dress. But like for contests, I'm kind of careful about reusing an outfit because if I know the judges are going to be the same, I wanted to show something different. But I have reused outfits in the past, particularly if they're my favorites. I'm kind of careful about spacing them out just so that the shoots or the contests are just not too close together.
Right. So Melissa wants to know, does having tattoos increase or decrease your chances of winning in competition?
Honestly, I would say it neither. It doesn't increase, it doesn't decrease. There's a lot of women in the community that are heavily tattooed. Some of them have won major titles. Miss Rockabilly, actually, both my friends, Pepper's Miss Rockabilly Q 2025, and my other friend Holly Pena is Miss Rockabilly Q 2024, and they are both heavily tattooed. So I don't think it helps anything, but it also doesn't hurt you in any way. So if you're heavily tatted, just come on down. We love it. So
have you ever put tattoos on? Or do you have tattoos?
I do not. And that is a choice I have made mainly because when I was performing professionally, sometimes tattoos do make or break whether you get a performing job or not, depending on where it is on your body. So I just didn't want to take that chance.
Have you used the stick-on ones, the ones that wash off? Have you used those?
Oh, yeah. I've used those before. I've even had henna done. I had a friend at one point that she did henna on my hand, and it was very beautiful. But I also realized, like, after about 2 days, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of done with it. So I don't think marking my body permanently is
right
for me. But I appreciate it. There's some amazing.
Right.
Oh, someone's asking, can we get the catchphrase? So I was going to do it now. I think I lost
a little bit.
Yeah, you're cut a little bit.
Oh, wait.
It looks like I think we got you back.
I think I lost
you.
you.
We got you back.
Guys.
Yep, we're good.
Got you back. We got you back now.
Hear anything?
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
Can you hear us?
Oh, okay. Now you're back. You're back.
Okay. Yep. There
All right.
we go.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for it? Gotta warm up.
Wake's been kind of slow since cartoons went to color, but I still got it, Eddie. Boop, boop, be-doop,
boop. That was awesome.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank
That
you.
is awesome.
Goosebumps.
That was super cool. That was awesome.
She was my pride and joy of my acting career, and she's still there. She's still in me. So
that was awesome.
I still got it, Eddie.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Night.
Yeah. So how much, like you just kind of mentioned, but how much do you miss playing Betty Boop?
I'm torn, and I don't mean that in a bad way at all. I miss the character. I really, really do.
Right.
What kind of drove me away from it was just working at the theme parks in general. It's because you just kind of feel like you're always on.
Right.
And I did it for 6 years too. Like my total theme park career in Florida, like spanned from like 2012 to 2018. And I did a lot of shows. I did a bunch of different roles at various venues. And it just kind of doing the same thing on repeat all the time burns you out.
Right.
So I kind of got burnt out of just kind of the repeat of, hi, how are you? Where are you from? Let's take a picture.
Right.
So I wanted to do more with my career. So once I came back from Singapore, I chose not to return to performing at the parks, and I focused more on professional regional theater houses.
Mhm.
So I did some readings at American Stage in St. Pete, Winter Park Playhouse. I worked at it's now Harmony Theater, but it's Myers Dinner Theater in Hillsboro, Indiana. I did a few contracts there. I almost had a contract at Dollywood in Tennessee, but I had the contract in Indiana that conflicted, so I couldn't do both. Basically, what kind of just drove me to take a step back from performing is just kind of the constant looking for a job. It's very much a stable industry, and it's feast or famine, and it just got to a point where I could no longer take the risk of losing a day of my primary income to go take a chance on something that may or may not happen, and then I'd have to put my life on hold for X amount of time to wait and hear if I get this contract or not. And I was just kind of like, you know what, I need to move on. So
Got one quick question for you before we do a quick giveaway. Have you ever been to Heinz Theater in Pittsburgh?
No, I have not. I've actually never been to Pittsburgh, and I'm originally from PA, but Northeast.
That is amazing, guys, isn't it? It is stunning.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That was awesome.
All the pictures we have of that hall doesn't do it justice.
Not even.
If you can ever see that hall in person, wow.
You feel like you don't deserve to be there. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah.
Well, Melina, we're going to do a giveaway for the company Bearded Death. They are Jay. Do you want to do the promotional bit again?
Yeah, tonight is sponsored by Bearded Death Vanilla Beard Oil. That will be the giveaway tonight. And if you up until midnight sends 20, we'll get you some discounts at beardeddeath.com.
All right, guys. And speaking of another rock star, we got Hemp Wizard in here. What's happening, Hemp Wizard?
We were talking about
that's
you.
Melina, we're gonna hook you up with the Hemp Wizard so we can talk about some Whiskerina stuff in that. Yep. So guys, we are doing a giveaway. We're gonna do numbers 50 through 75. So guess a number 50 through 75, and if you get the lucky number, you get a Bearded Death vanilla scent. 1 ounce oil. So let's go, Chief. Send it off. Send it off, Chief.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Get those numbers.
I'm just a guest star. Can I enter this?
No. No.
Lucky for y'all.
All right, guys. Yep. Let's see. Numbers are coming in. Nothing yet.
I see it.
I don't think I've seen it yet.
Yeah.
Yep. We do have a winner.
Boo-doo.
And it is Abe Ellman. 62. Congratulations, Abe. You'll have to get a hold of us, and we will get you in touch with Bearded Death. Bearded Death, Abe Ellman won. I'll send a message to Bearded Death letting them know that you won, so we'll have to get you in contact. But congratulations on winning Bearded Death's Vanilla. And like I said, if you did not win, please stop over to Bearded Death. Santa 20 will get you 20% off until midnight. So go check them out. And speaking of the Hemp Wizard, let's talk about this for a minute. I got to find it. I am ill prepared tonight, Chief, but I think this is the one.
You'll be fine.
If it'll let me do it. Right here. So, Melina, this is what we were talking about. The Hemp Wizard, he puts up the Buckeye Beard Battle 3, and it's September 6th.
Okay.
And he is really interested in getting more Whiskerinas involved. If we had pinup girls, that'd be awesome. But it's really cool because beard competitions aren't just for guys. They have categories for ladies, and I believe there's a category for kids, I believe.
Yeah.
I got to talk to Mike, but there's a category for kids. So it's fun for the whole family. And the real fun is going to be seeing myself, 30 Spray J, and our other partner in crime who's MIA right now tonight, Bishop, get our backs waxed. So yeah.
Chief's getting something waxed.
Wait,
It'll
what?
take
Something?
12. It'll take 12 of us to hold him down, but
Oh man. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a fun time. They have 5 bands. What he does is he likes to promote bands, and these are 5 Ohio bands. So there'll be 5 bands playing. The venue's really cool. Chief and myself checked it out last year. It's a really cool venue this year. Um, Lots of seating, lots of parking, good food, great environment. And we would love to see some pinup girls come there and participate. Or if they didn't want to participate in the Whisk Arena, just showing up and being in form and hanging out with us. We would love that. Um, but it
Absolutely.
all of it goes to combat to kayaks. So everything raised is going to combat to kayaks. Chief is going to go around and probably empty everybody's wallets to donate to see us get our backs waxed. But yeah, I have to agree, Cowboy Up. It's going to sting. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Take
So
the Tylenol. I'm telling
Yep,
you, take the
right.
Tylenol about 30 minutes before. It'll
Right.
it'll help.
right.
You
So
don't need that. You don't need that stuff.
to let everybody know, we do have an issue with the back waxing, but we think we have it under control. The original person who was going to wax our backs, she is not going to be able to make it. We do have somebody else that may or may not. I'll probably know in the next couple days. But if we can't find somebody, it's really going to hurt because I think Chief and I think the Hep Wizard are going to wax our backs. But I did talk to the Hemp Wizard, and he said that he may be able to use some of his wizard magic and maybe find somebody in that area that does it for a profession to come out and do it since it's for charity. So we are going to make it happen one way or the other.
Let me throw this at you, Dino.
Sure.
Whatever they raise, if I'm the only one left to rip it off, whatever they raise, if you match half of that, I'll go real slow or real fast. What do you think?
Wow.
Something like that? No?
what?
See,
I mean, I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Oh no.
This
Okay.
guy.
Chief, you keep getting me in more trouble every week
I
with
was
this
thinking-
back waxing.
I was thinking hook, my truck up to it outside the bar and just rip it right off one time. Real quick.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I feel like this is going to be like a scene from 40-Year-Old Virgin, like Kelly Clarkson.
Oh dear.
Oh man.
I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll make it work.
Well, here's the other thing. So Bearded Depth is going to be there. He said, "I'm waxing y'all, man."
Oh, way better than me because he's stronger than me.
No. I'll take Chief. I got Chief.
Oh,
Man, it's going to be
good stuff.
Melina, I'm in trouble.
You
We're
are.
in trouble, Melina. We're in trouble because if these guys wax us, so hopefully the backup or the pro that the Hemp Wizard could get shows up. Because if not, I don't know, Jay. We're gonna be hurting if it's Chief and Bearded Death.
I don't have that much hair, buddy. It's going to be you.
Oh no! It's gonna hurt you just as equally, my friend. Because you see these guys are like, it don't matter if you have a little bit or a lot. It's gonna
They're my
faster
good
it gets
friends. I'm
off,
going to
the
tell them
less it
everything
hurts.
bad you've said, Santa.
Man, me and Dan are going to go hit the gym for a couple hours before and get pumped. Get pumped.
man.
Oh,
They're going to be drinking
on.
protein shakes and gosh.
Yeah,
IV.
we're definitely gonna
IV
be in
full of
trouble.
protein.
Definitely gonna be in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, guys and gals, any final thoughts you have, Melina? Anything that you wanna? Any final thoughts?
About pinup, anything. Final thoughts.
Anything.
Just that the pinup community is just a really great community to be a part of. I invite anyone watching to come join us sometime at Pinups and Pumps. We've got 4 chapters currently, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania also covers Ohio and West Virginia as well. So if you want to join any of those chapters, reach out to the respective states. We'd love to connect with you, invite you to sit at our table, come get involved with us. It's just a really wonderful group of girls. Like I've always prided myself on, I'm an only child. I'm used to being by myself. I'm pretty independent, but I've always kind of wanted a group to belong to and just have a sense of community. And I finally got it with the pinups. So just come check us out. You follow Pinups and Pumps, Florida, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, North Carolina. Follow us all. Check out what we're up to and the great charities that we're supporting.
Definitely. 30 Spray, what about you?
You can follow Melina. It's in the scroll bar at the bottom on Instagram. As always, thank you for having me on the show as a guest host. Thank you, Bearded Death, for sponsoring the show and giving the giveaway. And thank you, the chat, for always showing up with the Mayhem crew.
All right. What about you, Chief?
I think it's great how your hobby aligns with our hobby and the interest and the love and the brother and sisterhood of it. And it so aligns with ours and all about charity and giving back. And I just love it. I think it's great. I appreciate you coming out. I'm glad the show is getting a little more out there and reaching a different type of demographic. And this has been fun.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Thank you guys so much for having me. I loved my time in West Virginia.
I was looking forward to this show for probably 3 or 4 weeks now, ever since Chief and Dino told me about it. I was like, oh, we're not doing just beard stuff. This is great. And such phenomenal information getting from you and learning about this whole thing. Thank you.
Awesome. It was a pleasure. Right. Thank you so much for having me. It's just a pleasure meeting all of you guys last month in West Virginia. I'll definitely be back. My parents are up in Lewisburg, so I'll let you know when I'm up that way again.
Heck yeah. Well, I got to tell you, thank you for coming on. I remember reaching out to you and I'm like, I hope she'll come on the show. This will be awesome. And it was such a pleasure having you on the show. I can tell you this, probably speaking for everybody in the beard community. If there's anything the beard community can do for the pinup community, please feel free to reach out. We have a lot of wonderful people that we can network with and make things happen. Thank you for coming on here. So fascinating. And I'm going to say this, Chief and Jay, I'm pretty sure this is not the last time that we're going to have Melina on. I think Melina needs to come on again. So fascinating to hear about that. And if you could do us one more favor, Melina.
Of course.
If you could, before we leave, you were so awesome with that Betty Boop catchphrase. Could you do it one more time for us? Let me move you to the center.
Sure.
We got to have it one more time.
Of course. I'm happy to.
Blake's been kind of slow since cartoons went to color, but I still got it, Eddie. Boop, boop, be-doop, boop.
So awesome. That never gets old. That is awesome. And I will try to do my best, Santa Tom, one of our mentors. The world could use a little more love. Be kind to one another and show everybody love. And we'll see you next Monday. Chief, do us the honors.
Monday Night Mayhem out.